your wedding day. Such memories. Your smiling face, the love in her eyes, promising of a lifelong journey of understanding and support. So what the fuck happened? You out the house, she got the car, and you're recovering on your homeboy's couch, or even worse, in your parents' basement. Life after marriage is not something most men are prepared for. Many don't even talk about the issues that affected what was supposed to be one of the best things that ever happened. What now? How does your life start over? It's time to talk about it. The Lame Show starts now.
Welcome to The Lame Show, Life After Marriage Ends. We're your hosts, Jamal, Kier,
Hey.
Drew,
Yo.
Daniil,
Lame show.
and myself, Goran. So I'm here with the fellas today, chopping it up about an article that kind of hit the news recently. Our homeboy, our man, Ricky
Rosé.
Bobby Ross.
The boss.
Rick Ross, the boss, right?
The boss.
So allegedly, TMZ has reported Rick Ross is going to have to pay $11,000 per month in child support. And so when the fellas were talking about this in our meetings where we kind of, get content topic and stuff like that, I made the comment and I said, he got off cheap. And that lit the match. Because some people on the show feel that's fair, the $11,000. I feel it's not. So we're going to talk about it today. So fellas, $11K a month. Rick Ross. Who wants to go
so
first?
I got some stats. I came with stats today because I never come with stats. So I did a
Go
little
for it.
research, fellas. So on top of the $11,000 a month, yeah, give me the bar, son. He is also required to cover their health insurance, extracurricular expenses exceeding $7,560, as well as annual payments of up to $3,000 per child.
So that's a lot.
He is
I mean,
also
he's assuming
required
some
to
stuff.
cover. He's on the hook for Singleton's lawyer fees, which are currently $25,000. And according to the article that I read, he brings in about $585,000 a month, due in part to a successful 10-album discography and investments in Wingstop franchises. So just to give you a little baseline, let's open it up to talk about the 11,000 plus all of the other things that I just brought to the table.
Yep. So D Wright, $11,000 a month, 30 wing stops, records show he makes about 500 and something thousand per month. Did Rick Ross get off cheap or what? What's your position?
My personal position is, yeah, he got off cheap. Yeah.
Y'all bugging.
Yeah,
Y'all crazy.
yeah,
Both of y'all crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
because, yeah, because, and he knows it too. Facts. With the type of money he's making, and remember, it's for the kids, man. He can afford a lot more than that.
Okay. So Drew, I think I heard.
Oh no, there's no think. There's no think. There's no think. He's paying his fair share. So think of it like this.
Okay.
It does not take $132,000 a year to raise a child. He's paying for all their expenses, plus he's paying $25,000 for her lawyer fees. You're crazy if you think he got off easy. Matter of fact, I think he got jerked, actually.
Wow.
Okay. So Maul, let's go to you real quick. What do you think? $11K a month?
Yeah, I think for one, I'm the resident feminist. I think that 11,000 shows those women are not trying to get rich off of him. So I salute those women. It's about, because if you think about it, he's Rick Ross. He's a target. People might want to rob him. People might want to take his kids. So they don't go to the public school. And that alone in Florida, probably the best schools in Florida, private school, that's thousands a month as well, probably. Plus his own security. Plus they might need security for them as well. So I think 11,000 sounds like it's about the kids to me.
So
The moms decided it was about the kids. This is what we want for we want primary protection, education, experience life for our children, and we don't need hundreds of $1,000s per month to make that happen. So this is what we need for our children to live a life that we want them to live.
So there better not be a Chanel bag, a Gucci bag, a Birkin bag, or a Rolex being bought off of that $11K a month and the extras that goes on top of that.
Okay.
So
You say no okay
let me
as
jump
if
in real quick.
that's cool.
Okay, and let's say if it is, right? Let's say if it is. If he don't have no problem with it, and I'm pretty sure he don't.
What?
If those kids are honor students, if those kids are doing well in athletics, if they're on the right path, and he's never there because he's an artist. He's always on the road. He's always doing business, and I guess he lives in Atlanta. Like, how often he's not a weekly dad. So if they get a Birkin bag, and they're nurturing these children to be the best that they can be, I think that's fine.
Okay, so Key, what I think you
So-
had something to jump in on this one too.
So I kind of Jamal sold me on that one on his last conversation there. So I
Give
actually
me the
think,
horns.
Oh, y'all gonna gang up on
Yeah,
me?
no,
Okay, it's all right.
No, I'm not ganging up. But I'll probably jump sides a couple times tonight because it's not my situation. But
We know that.
the fact of the matter is, Jamal's right. His kids probably are in private schools. I don't know what their ages are or whatever the case is. And that shit ain't cheap, no matter where you are. $11K a month does not sound too harsh. But I mean, the dude's making $600,000 a month. I mean, he ain't hurting from it. So he's not feeling a rape like somebody, that's making $100,000 a month, giving $11K a month. I don't even know if
Okay,
that's
perfect.
in the numbers, which it probably isn't. But I'm just saying.
I got the numbers. I'm glad
He's
you said
getting
that.
raped.
You
No
got
loop.
the numbers? All right, G. Share the numbers so that we can all be on the same page.
But before I share the numbers, let me go to D Wright real quick because I think he wanted to jump in with something.
Yeah. I was thinking. I think sometimes it depends on the caliber of person that you're dealing with, because I think I read somewhere where he made $584,000 a month, while she made $142 a month. So I can only infer someone making $142 a month and reporting
How do you make
$142 a month.
$142 a
I mean,
Oh, he breeded a.
that's what I said, bro.
He
That's
breeded a broke bitch. Oh, violation.
that so you date on your level. So to her, that's a windfall. So, but if you flip, if she's making like maybe $250,000 a year, I guarantee his child support wouldn't be 11,000.
Okay, so let's stop there. And now here's where the conversation is going to get real.
Oh,
So Rick Ross is a celebrity, and we know he's got money and access that a lot of people in the world, won't have, right? We all agree on that, right?
right.
Does anybody know what the average monthly child support amount is in the United States of America?
I'm
No,
gonna
G.
say
Tell us.
$250.
175.
I'm gonna say $80 a month
$80 a month.
average.
Okay. So from a 2018 article by Forbes magazine, the average monthly child support is $1,500 per month.
Wow.
$1,500
For real?
based on an
Nationwide?
average income nationwide, based on an average income of only $50,000 a
How is
month,
that possible?
which works out to be about 25% of somebody's income that's going toward child support. If we keep that same math, Rick Ross is paying less than 1% in child support.
Okay, now, do you know how child support is calculated?
That's the numbers that I.
Whoa. Before we jump there,
Okay.
is that fair?
Yeah.
That the average Joe that's listening is probably paying about 20 to 25% per month, where Rick Ross, who
Of his
has
income.
more wealth than probably all of us combined, is only paying 1% of his income.
I think a lot of it
Well,
has to
those
do
things
with
are
the women
capped. They're capped.
that he's involved with. They could have went after him, or she could have went after him heavily, but
No, sir. The law is the law.
they decide.
The
No, it's
the,
not.
the,
In
law is
certain
the law.
situations,
It
depends on the
applies to
state.
everybody.
Depends on the
the
state.
guideline is the guideline, sir.
Depends on the state.
Correct.
So
Drew,
does anyone
can you
know
speak
where
about the
these
guideline?
children are? Does anyone know where these children are located? Is it Florida? Is it Georgia? Does anyone know?
Ooh, I didn't see
Let's
that.
assume
that's
they're
a
in,
good
let's
question.
assume they're in, let's assume they're in Florida. Let's just assume. I could
Florida,
be wrong.
right?
Okay.
All right. So let me explain you the guideline in New York State, right?
Why?
Break
No,
it
no,
down,
no,
Scott.
no, no. That's not fair.
No.
Because he's
No.
he's-
This is
there's a
okay.
gu-
This is
there's-
okay. We
there's
just
a-
need a
there's
baseline.
on
There's
the,
a
just need a
guideline
baseline,
everywhere.
Jamal.
So if Rick Ross made that same money
Yeah,
in New
there is
York,
guidelines.
he'd be paying.
Right.
There's a guideline. So in New York State, child support is based on up to $600,000. So if the man or woman makes $1 million a year, the court's only gonna base the child support on $600K. Now, let's say Rick
Okay.
Ross lived in New York, right? And he made $500,000 a year, right? A month, right? So what's that equates to? Shit, I gotta do some math on that shit.
About 7 million a year.
I stopped taking math in 12th grade.
Yeah, that's about 7 million a
All
year.
right, so 7 million a year, right? What the court in New York is going to say is, okay, forget the 7 million. We're only
6
going to go
million.
on 6 million. All right, forget the
6
6
million.
million.
Go ahead.
We're only-
Just-
we're
yeah,
gonna-
6
we're only-
million a year.
We're only going to calculate up to 600,000. So let's say his significant other or ex significant other made 100K. Rick Ross would have to pay what 24% of 500,000, not 600,000, because they remove what the mom makes from the equation. So he's paying his fair share. So whatever it is in
How
Florida,
much is 24% of that? Anyone has a calculator?
25% of what?
Of 600,000?
no, it would be 500,000. Let's just say the mom made 100,000.
But she made 142, bro,
All right,
a
yeah,
month.
she ain't make no money.
So we know how much she
all right, So
made.
he's just gonna do the full 600,000 then, because he done fucked up and got a broke chick pregnant. He bugging.
Like, how do you like?
So
what-
that would be $144,000 a year. He would have had to pay.
Which works out to be about 12,000 a month.
He's paying his full share.
He got off cheap.
He didn't
He
get off.
got off
They
cheap.
wasn't married, bro. How she gonna? What she want half? They wasn't married. She wasn't a wife. Wives get
Nah,
wives.
she wasn't
Wives
a
get
wife.
halves. Wives get half. Jump offs get child support.
wow, we gonna get some phone calls on that one.
Call me if you want. That's what it is. 516
So let's stay on that for a little bit.
36.
Whoa.
Well, I
Easy
mean,
killer,
he has a
easy-
he has
easy
a
bounty
point
killer.
because those wives can go for alimony.
Right.
Right. Do you pay alimony?
Who?
Wow.
No, I don't pay alimony.
Oh, okay, good. I don't think none of us. I don't think any of us pay
Because
alimony.
we actually marry women who have careers. No alimony
Okay.
needed.
Facts.
Well, that's not fair to say because there are plenty of women that have careers that go after.
All right,
alimony.
you feminist.
Well, a true feminist wouldn't even collect alimony if you think about it. If they was really feminists,
Ooh, good
because
point.
you know they're so
What do you need
they're
my
so
money for?
independent. They can make their own money.
Bars.
But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Bars.
Let's talk about Rick Ross.
So we started digging into how child support is calculated. I believe reading the article, this child support is for 2 children, and Rick Ross has 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
So does
pretty good.
anybody
So there's
know-
a third one. So
Or does everybody know? Does that
Well-
third kid get child support as well?
I think
I
she's
think
older.
he has two. He has older kids too. I think he has a total of maybe upwards of maybe 5. I want to
Oh
say.
yeah, he's supposed to have that many. He got bread.
Because some states, if there's other children, that child support amount is not compounded, it's deducted, right? So if you're paying child support for one, you're not going to pay equal across the children, right? It's going to be reduced based on what you currently pay.
Correct. Whoever files first get the most bread.
Yep.
Wow.
Some states as well also dig into custody. So if he has sole custody, that child support number may change. If she has sole custody, that child support number is going to be different. If they have joint custody, that child support number is going to be different in some states.
Does anyone here want to talk about their child support situation? Crickets. Nah, I would say
I'm not a celebrity child support, and we not talking about my child support.
I would say I think.
You're on the
I
lame
think it all
show.
depends, like you said, Drew. It depends on the women that you procreate with.
Yeah.
If if the relationship is good, I think you come out with a deal that's fair to both sides. In this case, it was fair to Rick Ross, so he was able to come to an agreement with the mothers of his children.
Was that an agreement or was that court ordered? There's a difference. There's a difference.
More.
Goran, was that an agreement or a court order?
It looks like it was an agreement.
Okay. All right.
Bro. But yeah, based on
But-
the article, it looks like he agreed to pay $11,000 a month.
Okay. So how he get off easy then?
So-
she thought it was fair.
So
The woman
So
said,
if in fact he's bringing in $600,000 a month, 11,000 does not sound like he eating ramen noodles for the month.
no, he's not in the poorhouse.
Does it matter
No.
if he's eating ramen noodles or not? The fact remains is he's
I'm
paying
just
child support.
saying, relative
he's
to
giving-
his income, 11,000.
Let's not talk. But why are
to-
we digging into what he makes though?
What do you want? What do
Okay.
you want to focus on?
Let's
Drew?
focus on the fact that
What do you want to focus on?
the mother of his children is going to get $132,000 a year to raise their kids. He's paying
Yep.
for all of their other outside expenses. Okay, what are we talking about? What are we
So
talking
where's
about?
the 11,000 going?
Yeah. So what do you? What,
That part.
What is your beef?
I don't
with
have a
that?
beef.
No.
I'm saying he's paying his fair share. He's paying
Okay,
all their
and are you-
expenses, and she's getting $132,000 a year to raise their children. That's fair.
Is that okay?
That's fair. Yes.
All right.
She first of all, whatever job she's
Bro,
gonna get,
if
she's not gonna get $132,000.
$137 a month.
Mm-hmm.
She
If
came
she's
up.
making $137 a month,
Okay.
then
Right.
you know what?
Did LeBron James' wife come up?
He's
Wait, say that word again.
that's
said
not
the LeBron
that wasn't a
LeBron James what?
wife come
LeBron
up?
She's
James
been with
what?
him since she was 16 years old, bro. She never,
Wife.
Okay.
I think he
She
said
never-
wife, Drew.
He
I think it
said
was
wife. There we go.
Wife.
He's a wife. He's a wife, not a baby
So
mama.
she-
There's a
this is a
difference.
come
There's a
up.
difference. This is wife.
So
He
I'm
married
saying it was
her.
a come
He
up.
married her.
So
He married her.
She came
So
up with
it's
him.
just because
she
of
knew
the
him
marriage.
when he had nothing,
So
and she been with him ever since.
he's had something since he was 15.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Let's not forget. Come on,
baby.
the dude
Yeah,
got a truck. He got an
driving-
SUV truck.
Yeah,
at his
he had
high
a
school
Hummer.
graduation.
He had a Hummer his junior year in high school.
Right. Come on. So,
But that's a good point.
but,
So right,
you know-
so the kids have a certain standard of living, right? So when they're with Rick Ross, they're living a $7 million a year lifestyle, but when they go home to mom, they live in $140,000 lifestyle.
So
Damn.
why
that
would you
fair?
think that?
So
what makes
so
you think he hasn't bought them
if
homes?
if the roles were reversed the other way around and the mom was a celebrity and Rick Ross was the $132 a month earning guy, you know what we tell him?
Mm-hmm.
Step your fucking game up. That's what we tell him. So
No, we wouldn't.
Facts.
No, we wouldn't. Kelly
Yeah, we
Clarkson's
would.
husband is being cheered right now.
he's being cheered because it's very rare that those roles get reversed where the guy comes up off child support.
But I just gave you an example.
You did. You did.
said
You'll give me one example, but that doesn't quantify the whole.
who's telling him to be a man? Like I don't think the guy that divorced J Lo, who wasn't with anybody, dancer Chris, whatever his name was, he came up major.
He didn't have no.
Nobody was saying be a
He
man.
didn't have no kids with her.
They was like, go get that dough.
He didn't have no kids with her.
Yeah, so
She's smart. She's
he
smart.
had no-
She's smart. She's smart. She had a baby with a dude that could afford him.
Okay. I'm just trying to find out. Is there anything
I have a
wrong
question
with the
for
system?
you
Drew, is there
guys,
anything
Dan.
wrong with the system?
The system is broken, bro.
The
The system is definitely broken. The system is broken to
ahead.
where if someone can make $132,000 a year for having a rich man's baby, the system is broken.
What was your question, D? Right?
It's kind of ties into what Drew just said. Like for some of us that are paying child support, or even like a celebrity that's paying $11,000 a month. Honestly, do you really care how it's spent? Whether she's buying bags or whether she's spending it all on the kids, or like, how do you guys feel about
So
that?
Drew kids.
So
She's
so
like,
I
"You
got
need to
a
shut
question
these
for the
bitches
room.
down.
I got a question
Yeah,
for the room
what's
on
up?
top of Daniil's question. What is child support and what is it for? What is the purpose of child support?
Purpose of
question,
child
sir.
support is to take care of the child in the environment that they live in. So that's dwelling, that's education, that's also food, nutrition, and
I got a follow-up question
you know,
when you're done, Jamal. Go ahead and finish.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
All right, so my follow-up question is, if you're taking care of all of those things that Jamal said, what is child support actually for? So if you're taking care of all of those things on its own and still paying child support, then what is the purpose of child support? If you're paying for all of those things that Jamal just mentioned, school, lifestyle, clothes, all of that stuff, you're paying for it. And on top of all of that, you're still paying child support. Then what is child support for? What is the purpose of child support if you're paying for all those things on its own? Now, I understand child support if you're not paying for those things.
That's a good question, Key. Go ahead, Jamal. Answer that question.
Okay, so if the child support payment is contributing to the payment of those of the nutrition.
No. Well, let me just rephrase it just so you're clear.
Okay.
Real quick. Let me. I'm
hold
sorry.
on, Key.
Go ahead.
He's listening with his feminist ear. He heard what you said.
Yeah, no,
I know.
I'm trying to. He knows what I said, but it sounds like he's trying to take it a different route.
And I started to
So Jamal, real quick, let me just get it out there so that you can answer it properly. So you're paying for, your kids' schooling. You're paying for their clothes. You're paying for everything that they potentially could need, and on top of all of that,
outside of the child support payment.
Yes, outside of the child support payment. So you're paying for that, like you're buying your kids clothes. You're sending, clothes to your kids. You're doing the things. You're taking them places. You're paying for this. You're paying for that. And on top of that expense, you're also required to pay child support by the court system. Then what is the purpose of child support? Is it to make sure that the mother is living the life that she wants to live, or is it to really take care of the kids, which you're already clearly doing so? What is the purpose of it? So I just wanted to clarify. Go ahead.
Possibly those well-off men are paying for that mom to stay home and be a full-time mom. You have children who are wealthy. Raising wealthy children is very different from raising middle-class children. Those children have access to cars, to their friends have access to things that
lifestyle.
A kid that's growing in a $65,000 home will not have access to. You need somebody who's strong, who's focused on raising the kids and keeping them out of madness, because you're on the road.
Must be nice.
So
must be nice.
So if you got to pay $132,000 per year to ensure that you have somebody good on the job that's of mom, because mom is a hard job. Parenting is a hard job.
Who said that mother was good at doing her job? A lot of horrible mothers out there.
It depends on that person. If that person feels that she's doing a good job, and that is what I need.
She should get $130,000 up.
She should give it up? You said.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think Rick Ross? Do you think it would be fair if Rick Ross paid her child support, paid all that, and then she still got a nanny?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
So then,
because who doesn't want to break from their job?
So then, what would be the difference if Rick Ross had custody and he had a nanny, a full-time nanny? Would it be the same thing?
Yeah,
that's a good question, Drew.
It'd be the same thing.
Okay.
Everybody needs a break from their job.
I said full-time nanny.
The job of father, job of mom. Everyone needs a break. So if a nanny gives you that break, that's fine.
Goran, I want to ask you the same question I just asked Jamal. I'm sure you got it. What are your thoughts? If you're paying for all the expenses for the child, the school, the clothes, the travel, the everything else, but you're also paying child support, does that sound fair to you?
No, it's not. It's not fair
Okay.
because child support was put in place to ensure that children have some standard of living, right? It's a way to enforce those children, to Jamal's point, to your point, are taken care of financially, with the things that they need on a day-to-day basis. So if
Right.
you are already providing all of those things, and on top of that, you're paying child support, that to me, that seems unfair. Because you're really
And-
getting double dipped.
And real
So-
quick, there are people that are not on Rick Ross's level that are doing that exact same thing. So they are, paying, call it 17% of their check, and they're doing all of the same things for their children as well. But it's hurting them a lot more than it's hurting Rick Ross, right? So, they
right.
work at a factory, or they work at, at Macy's or some other shit. And they're paying that child support, but they're also doing the right thing and they're taking care of their children. And yet, the court says you got to pay this amount in child support. And they do, because they don't want to go to jail or they don't want to, their check to get garnished or whatever the case is. They're paying the child support, but they're also taking care of their kids in the same fashion. So go ahead, Drew. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, just real quick, the stats back it up, right? Some of your more wealthy states, like Connecticut, as an example, is a very wealthy state. Based on the facts, the average income, and this was from a 2018 article, was around $70,000, and the average child support amount was around $4,000. So,
Wow.
now in contrast to that, you take a state like Mississippi.
Wait, a month, G? 4,000 a month?
4,000 a month
Yeah.
on 70,000 a year.
How is that possible?
Yo, that dude is living in his
excuse
car.
me, excuse me. No,
He's
that's
living with his mama in his basement.
Facts.
That's a fact.
no,
Get him on a
it's
lame show.
not 4,000 a month. My bad.
Oh,
But yeah, you
What's the
take
number?
another state, like a poorer state, like let me look here. I'm scrolling through. Take a state like Mississippi, who has the lowest annual income of about 36,000,
Wow.
and it looks like their annual child support is 2,000. So total for the year. So like I think you guys were talking about that earlier. That's that's a few $100 a month of an annual child support, but it works out to be a significant portion of that person's salary.
That's crazy.
so the Connecticut one, you said it's not 4,000 a month. How much is 4,000 for the year?
No, that's 4,000.
the Connecticut one.
Yeah, for the year.
Oh,
Okay.
for the year.
So
Yeah,
another
I mean-
state, California, right? Very
So
expensive
that's
to
like
live. You have annual
$333 in
income.
Yes.
Connecticut. That ain't shit.
Yeah, 60,000 income. You got an average child support of about 36% of their salary goes to child support
Hold up.
in
Who in
California.
California makes
Yeah.
$60,000 a year?
Shit.
That's what's reported.
First of all,
right?
you don't want to get married.
sell oranges.
You don't want to get married, divorced, or have a baby mama in California. You are.
You're just going to
done.
be celibate.
You are done.
Open
You
up
are
a dispensary, hopefully.
If you a Laker or a Clipper, vasectomy off a rip.
right.
Off the rip. Yeah.
No.
Right out of college.
Facts. You do not want to be in that courthouse kid out in California. You are done.
Now, Drew, I think you were saying that had Rick Ross not disclosed his income, then they can go off his lifestyle.
Facts. So in New York, I
Can you
only speak
explain
about-
that a little bit for the people that
All right.
for
So in New York, it's
for
a
the
little
people
bit
in the
different.
back.
So I just said that they go up to 600,000 on income, right? So now I'm sure that there are people who are gonna say, "Well, what about Puffy? He paid $30-something thousand a month to his BM back in the day." Well, the reason why Puffy paid that much money was because Puffy did not want to disclose his income to the court. So what they did was they looked at his lifestyle and said, "All right, motherfucker, you're rich. You got to pay $35,000 a month." So if you guys remember when 50 Cent was paying his child support, and he got that vitamin water deal, and she thought she was gonna get the Puffy deal. No,
Yeah.
her child support was based on the 600,000 because 50 Cent was smart. He
didn't
disclosed his
disclose.
income, and he knew that was gonna be
Oh, he
up to
disclosed it.
600,000. Where Puffy said, "Fuck you, I'm not disclosing shit. I'll pay you the 35,000."
So I think
Puffy
I
would've
think what you just
disclosed
said
his
proves my
income.
point in the
He'd
beginning.
have made out better.
Yeah, he would have, but he
Yeah.
said, "Fuck it."
Yeah. But it really proves my point about the beginning. Rick Ross got off cheap for $11,000 a month.
Okay, he
Well-
did get off cheap, but he followed the law. He disclosed his shit, and there was a limit on what they could get, what they could take.
So is
There
it
you
cheap
go.
though, or is he smart?
He's smart.
Which one is it?
He's smart. You got to let the
He's
law work
smart.
for you.
Because if
Listen.
they would have went off his lifestyle, it would have been much more than that. Because they don't know what the numbers are, so they don't have an accurate number to go off of. For instance, the 600,000 that Drew spoke of. So they go off the lifestyle, and based off the lifestyle, this is how much you owe.
Listen, child support is
Did y'all
there.
see that video? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying child support is there to take
Child
care of
support
the
is-
child. It's not supposed to be a lottery ticket.
Correct.
That's a
I
fact.
totally agree there.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the fact.
And that goes back to my original point about if you're taking care of your child, if you're doing the right thing, if you know what I mean, like you're paying for the school, you're paying for all of the necessities, then what is child support actually is? Because it sounds like a lottery ticket at that point. If you're doing what you need to do, and BM is just collecting $128,000 a year, and you're doing the right thing and paying for that, then she's double dipping, and she don't really need to work.
But
she's being taken
but
care
that's
of.
why I asked you earlier. I was asking you guys earlier. Do you really care how it's being spent? Once you decide to give it to the BM, I mean, you have no control over it, how she's going to spend it. I mean, do you
No.
really value how it's being
Hold on,
spent?
can I stop you right there? You said
all right.
decide. You said decide. Ain't no deciding. The court telling you what to pay. Decide like you
right.
like you willingly giving some shit up.
But do
Drew,
you-
I don't think.
And
I think you have two individuals who in this room that have come to an agreement without a court system. So there are possibilities where you
Yep.
could pay child support
That's fair.
and not have to go through the court.
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, that's facts.
That's fair.
That's facts.
Jamal was
That's
waiting
fair.
on that
That's
one.
fair. That's fair.
He was like, "I'm gonna get you
That's fair.
something."
That's
new.
fair.
I've been getting more episodes.
Crazy.
I've been getting
Bro, I've
them.
been killing you all year. What's wrong with you?
I got what are you talking about? I got Key to side on me with
I've
some.
been killing you all
I'm
year.
killing that one
Man,
right
cut it
there.
out. I've been killing you all year.
Hey,
you ain't
hey.
beat me once.
Hey, Maul, every 3 shows you got something I can agree with you on. Every 3
Every
shows.
three.
go.
I've been killing this. I've been killing this.
Everybody got everything.
Man, I've been
Like
killing,
Drew
man, I've been
said,
killing
yo, I
you all
gotta
year.
agree
I've
with
been killing
Maul.
you all year.
What are you talking
Let the
about?
fans decide. I've been watching you, watching you all year. What's wrong with you?
No,
So to that
Nah,
point,
but
what? I don't call you crying.
Circle
no
back.
more,
Go
so
ahead.
I'm on my game.
yeah.
Yo, what are you saying?
Go ahead, G. Go ahead, G. Bring it back.
Jamal, I can't hear you. So ever since I stopped crying to Drew, I've been on him.
Man, I've been killing you all year.
That
Fans,
was
let us
fun.
know. Have I been killing Jamal all year or what? Let me know. I've been
No,
killing
you
this dude
haven't.
all year.
Yeah.
all right,
So
I
to that
think
point,
Daniil, or Gory, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say to that point of the mom spending the money. Fellas, you have recourse. If you don't think the money's going to the kids, you can always subpoena her back in court to prove receipts of what she's buying.
Is that facts?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah. If your kid comes over
I
and
think
says,
is that state based?
Dad, I need
or is that
shoes. No, child support is not, it's not a check to the mom. The mom is just the custodian of the money. The money's
That's
for
a
the
fact.
children. If she's deviating the money to everything else but the children, if your children are coming over saying, Dad, I'm hungry, you look at them, why your shoes all tore up? Why your clothes all tore up? Well, mommy don't buy us any clothes. She don't do this. And then you can prove that she's not using the money for children. She's going to have a problem with the court.
I don't know about that.
Fellas, I
don't
got
know
a
about
question
that.
for the whole room. We all have children. Who would want full custody and accept child support? I would.
Wow. No, you wouldn't.
I would take full custody and accept child support.
Oh, that's a good question. I
Nah,
like
but
that one.
it's not really a good question because a lot of places won't have it. It's one or the other.
Dude, we can live in fantasy world.
Wait, say that again. Wait,
come walk with me.
Yo, Drew, I can't see you.
Take full custody and get child support?
Yes.
Full custody,
Yeah.
and you're still paying child support to the mother. So
No.
basically, she get
No. I
She's
said
paying you.
You have full custody, and the wife, ex-wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her, is paying you child support.
Oh,
Would you
okay,
accept
yeah.
that?
So that, yeah, that can
I'll
happen.
take that.
I'll take the kids,
I'll
but
take that.
you don't have to give
I'll
me
take
no
that
money.
all day.
No, I wouldn't take the child.
I wouldn't take the child support.
You
She
would
can
take
keep
child
it.
support? I would
That's
take
the
the
right
child
little
support.
secret. You can
I'm
keep
not a
it.
feminist. I don't believe a man should take a woman's money. That's just my opinion.
You've never taken a woman's money?
Nah, I don't take women's money. I wouldn't do it.
Even in your marriage, so your wife never took you anywhere.
Come on, bro. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that's you
No,
taking
no.
her.
When I
That's
say
you
when I
accepting
when
her.
I'm, talk,
No,
I'm,
it's
I'm
not.
talking
That don't
about
count.
I'm
That don't
I'm
count.
talking
Well,
about
don't worry.
I'm talking about
What are you
like
talking about?
Plastic man, he be
I'm
reaching.
talking about a dude like legit like taking money from a woman through court. That's weak. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Why is it weak?
Because you're supposed to get,
Why
your,
is it
get
weak?
I wouldn't
your
say
own
it's
money.
weak.
Like Kelly,
I wouldn't
Kelly
do it.
Clarkson's dude taking her money. That shit is corny to me, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Step your game
So-
up.
Drew has
Step
spoken.
your game up.
I got you.
So says Drew. No, but I wouldn't take the child support.
Nah.
I mean, to me, that would be like, I don't know. I think you can probably call it pride, but I think I can manage without it. Yeah.
First of all, just having my kids full time, that would be a dub for me.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
And then I don't have
That's
to
a
pay
dub.
child support. And I don't have to pay child support. And I have my it's perfect.
That money
That's a
back in
dub.
your pocket.
That's
and
a
your
that's
kids
a
all
win.
the
That's a
time.
win. That's a win.
But you guys have answered the question though. Do you care how it's being spent? Are you watching it?
All right. How about this?
To-
You
Are you playing?
you pay you're Rick Ross. You're paying her $11,000 a month, $132,000 a year, right? Her new dude just pulled up in a Range Rover that your child support payment is paying for. You're not gonna be mad? Go ahead, Jamal. Tell me you're not gonna be
No.
mad, Jamal. I know you're gonna say you're not gonna be mad. Go ahead, tell me.
I'm not gonna be mad when I have
Jamal
a Mac.
wouldn't be mad.
Lies.
He's having me back.
Would I care? I'm a millionaire. Like, why would I care?
Me back, baby.
You a millionaire, but you didn't sign up for taking care of no nigga.
How am I taking care of him? By he's just driving a car.
All right, I guess
Okay,
I guess
I
I'm
don't
petty.
get it.
I'm
How am I
petty.
taking
I guess
care
I'm
of him?
I guess I'm petty. I'm petty then. I'm petty.
No.
Drew's like
I'm
OJ.
Yeah, you getting white. You
can't be doing my shit.
to buy a white Bronco and shit.
Who
Who gonna be my AC? Who gonna be my AC Cowling?
I got you, bro.
Got you. Cool. Nigga, he said you on your own, bro. You drive your damn self.
AC ain't do no time though.
Nigga, he said you drive yourself, bro. What's wrong with you? Shit.
I was like, Drew had a gun in the car. I was kidnapped.
I ain't getting caught nowhere near that white Bronco. You hear me?
Nah, but I see what Drew's saying though. For me, even if I'm making $1 million, I would feel kind of I would look kind of side eyed if some new dude is coming around driving around money that I'm working hard to provide.
So let me.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's proper management of what I'm working hard to.
So this is off topic, right?
Well, let me ask you
Yeah.
this: if it's from the money that was given to me for my doing the job of mom, because he's like, yo, I don't want you to work. Okay, this is what it's going to take for me to stay home with the kids and feel comfortable. That is money that that woman earned. So, she
then
can
it
do
should be
whatever she
called
wants
mom
with it.
support. It should be called mom support. That's what it should be called then, if that's the case. It should be called mom support. And then
Why is it
you're
called
still
mom?
required to take care of your kid, but you also got to pay mom support. Because
How
mom
many
needs to
many
live the
jobs-
life that she wants to live.
How many jobs have you done where the actual title of the job doesn't really show? Doesn't really describe what you do?
Oh, so we just
Bro,
calling
Drew's
it child
analogy
support.
was somebody driving
why
a,
can't it be
a
child
Range
support?
Rover.
Why does it have to be called mom support? It could be called child support
Because
because the mom handles the
All
child.
the word child support to me sounds like I'm paying this money to support my child. But if it's not that, then we should call it something different and just call it what it is.
Listen, the
All right.
only thing,
Mom
the
If
only
it's
support's
mom
called
support,
alimony.
then that's we could call it that. Okay, if I'm required to pay mom support, I had a child with this woman, then I'll pay mom support and then I'll take care of my kid as well.
Yeah.
So
the only thing
Mom support
Is
is
that what we doing?
alimony. Child support is for the children.
The only thing that money should be
Supposedly.
allowed for, the only thing that mom should be allowed to buy with child support is maybe a good, nice car to get her children from soccer, basketball, school, and all their activities. She don't need no Gucci bag because that don't got nothing to do with their child. She don't need no red bottoms because that don't got nothing to do with their child. But she does need good, reliable transportation. That's what she needs.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you also got to look at
Okay.
it from perspective of schooling. The nice schools are in the nice neighborhoods.
That's a fact.
So
But
you
who-
have to provide.
Do you-
So
but-
If you want you have to make a decision. If you care about your children's upbringing, where they're going to be living, you yourself must say, I don't want them living there. I want them living here. So that means I got to pay more to this woman to move
Okay.
to this location where she can go to the nice schools, go to the nice neighborhoods. So I have to pay for that.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. And therein li-
Killing these niggas.
and therein lies my point. Rick Ross should have never got no broke beep pregnant.
And he should be paying more than $11,000 a month, right?
142 a month.
He should have
bro.
went and got
I
himself a
mean,
lawyer pregnant. He went and got a broke beep.
You can take bottles back, make more
Whoa,
than that.
whoa. You think
Bro,
a
I still
lawyer
want to go
would've-
back to the fact
got
that she
him-
made
gave him the
$157 a month.
Bro, she made.
You think a lawyer would
She makes $157 a month.
$11,000 deal?
Listen, if you make the mistake of getting a woman pregnant who makes $157 a month, you know what? You deserve what you get. Should have never been nowhere near her ass.
So would you guys
So he
all
got
say
off
that
easy.
She had to come up. Was that a come up for her?
Oh yeah, she hit the lotto.
He got off easy.
And he got off easy.
He got off
Yeah.
easy. Because to her,
What's the,
that is a lotto.
what's the equivalent of a man hitting the lotto with a woman?
Same scenario. If a dude's making $150 a month,
Kevin Federline?
I mean, you could do Uber, bro.
Yes,
Dude.
okay, Kevin
Kevin
Federline.
Kevin Federline?
Oh, okay.
Kevin Federline.
I still don't understand how a man makes $157 a month, or a woman for that matter. I don't understand that. Like, there's no minimum wage job where you make $157 a month. How do you make $157?
I'm gonna challenge you
You
guys.
just
to
not
see
you just
this.
not even trying if you make $157 a month. You just sitting on your
Right.
ass.
Let me see how y'all. Let's see if you guys gonna hold the masculine line. Is Jay Z with Beyonce a come up for Jay Z?
It depends on how you look at it.
I can't co-sign that.
It actually it is.
It is.
It
He's
is.
a global figure.
It
now.
is.
He would never have been.
It is.
He would have never. He's never been a global figure.
Money wise, no.
if he was not with that woman.
Yeah, money wise, it wasn't a come
Nah.
up.
Wait, say that
But
again, Drew.
She. All right. When it comes to money, she was
She
not a
elevated
come
him.
up. She allowed him to get into certain doors that he would never be able to get into without having her as his wife.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now I get it.
Now
So-
you got to take it one step back. It was the death of Tupac and Biggie that helped elevate his career.
That cleared the runway for Jay-Z.
Nah,
where he is,
nah.
I don't
Can't
agree with
co-sign
that
that.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go so that because there were a lot of. I think
For
he
another
just-
show.
He
For
has
another
the
show.
songs.
Yeah, right.
He
Yep.
has the songs. He
Jay
has
Z
the
got a
songs
catalog,
that-
y'all. Don't get it
He-
twisted.
Yeah, he
We
got a
should do an
catalog.
episode.
Yo, Goran.
Dad songs,
Hip-hop.
right?
Dad songs.
Dad hip hop, because I listen to the same music as my kids.
Because if you look at it, if you want to do like a little mini verses right now, if he does 20 great songs that
Oh, we
he
should do Lame
has,
Show verses.
and Lil Wayne
Bro,
puts out
who could
20
go
great
against
songs,
Jay
or Busta
in a
Rhymes
versus?
puts out 20 great songs.
Oh, Busta
Lil
Rhymes.
Wayne, Busta Rhymes, Missy,
Okay. These would be some
who else?
serious verses, though.
LL Cool J could.
Yeah.
Who else? Yeah, I mean, the
All right.
the rappers that we grew up with have classics, and most of them have over 20. So you have a few people that could go against Jay-Z. Like he ain't the goat. There's more than one goat in rap. In my
That's a
opinion.
fact. I agree.
Cool. All right, yeah.
All right.
So let's wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
So thank y'all for listening. This is an interesting topic. I think the room's still divided. I think some of us feel Rick Ross is paying adequate amounts. Some still feel like he may have gotten off, a little light in the pocket. But hey, this is the lame show where you get the male's perspective, whether we agree or disagree. So if you want to support the show, head over to buymeacoffee.com/the lame show, where you can support the show for as little as $5 a drink or $10 a month. And
Yes,
check us
sir.
out on all social media platforms. Everything from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we on it. So fellas, we out.
I just wanted to give a special thank you to my 4 brothers for letting me kill you niggas this episode.
Bro, I've been killing you all year. Shut up.
Ooh, this W feels good. Where the fuck is Brent Musburger?
See y'all next week.
Later.